Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video, and we're just going to look at a couple basic charts. I just want to show you some current positions. A couple people asked like, hey, how's your account doing? We'll take a look at that, see where we are year to date and all that kind of fun stuff. So BIIB, this is a option, or obviously biotech stock, and today it started to falter. And I didn't see any need to do what I would call a focused concentrated bet, which would mean buying puts. I wanted to do something a little bit more higher probability. So for Biogen, that simply just meant selling a call credit spread. Okay, given it 10 days, so not as tight as the end of the week. Sold it for $1.50. And the idea, of course, in a perfect world, it expires worthless, but it's completely okay to say buy it back at like 20 cents if it gets down there. And for those of you that don't know, this is essentially when you're doing this, in this case, a call credit spread. You can see I sold the 270 call. It's just really making a bet that Biogen's not going to get back to 270 within the next 10 days. So it doesn't matter how far it falls, and it could actually still rally, and I could still make money on it. My main bet here is that it's just simply not going to rally $9 by the end, by the end of next week. And then on the long side, I like Intuit here. Now, Intuit's a very quiet kind of a company, okay? But on this one, on all time frames, it's actually looking pretty good. And if we look at this here, you can see I'm down on it from today, but I sold this put spread for $1.25. It's at $1.50. On a spread like this, it's the same thing. I'm essentially making a bet in this case that in 10 days it can end up over $100. Okay, and my risk is limited. I'm fine taking a little bit of heat on this. I wouldn't like to see this get more than about 2 times what I paid. So if it gets to about $2.50, then it's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at potentially getting out of that. And the only thing that would happen is if the markets got really like, oh gosh, the markets are really selling off here and they're taking down everything with it. And if we look at Google, we're looking at something a little different entirely. You can see here it's just been kind of range bound. And I'm not looking for that to change anytime soon on Google. I'm kind of looking for it to stay range bound. And so what I'm doing, and again, if you're newer to options, it's just simply saying like, all right, we're currently at $713. I don't think it's going to rally higher than $735, but I don't also think it's going to fall lower than $705. And then if it can stay between those levels, and then this is just protection, so I don't have to wait. I know exactly how much risk I'm taking. And if that happens, then I get to keep this $165 per contract. So essentially, I've got a bearish bet on that's conservative, a bullish bet on that's conservative, and what I would call a sideways market bet on that is also conservative. All right, so this is my current account. Now, this is just my account. It's just what I'm doing. There's no recommendations or anything like that. So I started the year at 180, something like that. If we look at today, well, gosh, I need to stretch this out a little bit. Let's do this. So if we look at as of today, it's up just over 100 in terms of P&L year to date. Today, I managed to make $66, so made a little bit today. You can see there. I mean, right now my positions are fairly light. I'm like 85% cash. Have a couple of spreads on, but part of trading is knowing when to press it, for lack of a better term. And some people might take that to mean, oh, you mean sometimes you just wait and just make a big bet. And no, it just means what I call conviction. And when I don't have conviction, I'm focused on selling premium. So for example, on Biogen, I'm selling a call credit spread. If I had conviction, I'd be buying puts, okay, because there's potential greater reward in buying puts. By selling a call credit spread, there's less potential reward, but there's higher probability. And if I find anything in trading that becomes consistent is knowing when to have conviction, i.e. buy a call or buy a put, versus knowing when to take the safer route. Most of the time, by default, taking the safer route is better. In fact, it's always better. You can never go wrong taking the safer route, but if you want to really try to push and nail a trade, so to speak, like try to capture a move, And if it's a move that is well beyond the expected move, you have to be long options in order to participate in it. And of course, you got to know when it's okay to do that, because most of the time it's not okay to do that. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm going to be doing a in-depth class on Saturday, and that's coming up this Saturday, March the 12th. And I'm going to be diving into these concepts in detail about essentially when you got a volatile market like this, it is about timing and knowing when to press it, okay, when to load up on puts and calls, and when to stand back and be conservative, when to do premium, and talking about what chart setups do I look for, like what scans do I use, how do I make that determination, because not only am I looking at individual stocks, but I'm looking at correlated assets and all that kind of fun stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we did this last week, and we segmented everybody out into kind of two groups. And so the second group is seeing it tonight. If for some reason you saw this again, you kind of get I guess a second chance at it. We wanted to make sure that both groups got the same bonuses, and those will expire in the next 24 hours. So if you go to simpleroptions.com/bonus, you'll then see, at least from this screen, you'll just see the top of 3 classes. It's a strategy class, and then essentially our most popular offering, which is the strategy class plus 3 days of live trading, and the elite class, which is also the live event, which includes both of these. Okay, so let's take a look real quick. So our basic class, and basic's kind of the wrong word because it's not a basic class. It's actually a class that's going to give you all the information that you need. Just when compared to these 3 offerings, it's kind of like, okay, that's basic and that's the next level and this is the elite level, right? So what we're doing with this, and I've just found that I can show you strategy all day long on a Saturday, but it really comes together when you do live trading. So the countdown clock at the top is a bonus, and if in the next 24 hours you sign up for this, you get 1 day of live trading for free. Okay, so the Saturday class is March 12th, and then you'll be able to participate in the live trading on the 15th. And in this, we're going to be talking about steady flow cash flow system, my favorite base hit setups, high probability setups for home runs, pre-trade checklists, my personal trading plan designed to make $1 million in 2016. Okay, now don't if you've got a smaller account like $5,000. Does it sound like, what do you mean, $1 million? Is this even appropriate for me? It's all relative. So I'm trying to get my account to essentially go up by 2.5 times. So you could use that same plan if you wanted to. Doesn't mean that it's going to obviously work out, but it's what I've done in the past and what I'm planning to do this year in terms of my trading plan. The most popular is this 3 days where it's $9.97. Obviously, this includes the Saturday class, but the bonus here is there's actually going to be, because one of the biggest requests we'll get after 3 days of live trading. So here's the 3 days of live trading, or the 15th, 16th, and 17th. We're actually going to add a bonus session. It's like a follow-up trading session. So after you've had 3 days of intensity, you get a little time off, and then we come back for another live trading session, so it can answer your questions, follow up on any positions and anything like that, which is nice. And then of course the elite one, which is interesting, which is fun, is we're going to do another live event at the end of June, and that's going to be live in Austin. And normally this is a $5,000 live event because we keep it small, 50 people, but for the bonus here, you can get it for $39.97, and that includes all this, and it'll be great. So anyway, this is going to be a fun class. The markets right now are unprecedented. The goal during the live trading is that we make enough money trading a one lot to pay for the course and then some, okay? And we'll knock it out of the park. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you at the next update.